Welcome to the Real Facts on Real Estate podcast, presented by Sean Patrick Maloney. In this series, we educate real estate agents on how to find success in the industry and grow their wealth to six-figure commissions and beyond. Now here is your host, Sean Maloney.
Welcome to episode 245, How Do Top Producers Nurture Leads? I'm your host, Sean Patrick Maloney. Thanks for joining me this week. This week I want to talk to you guys about what top producers are doing differently that's leading to their massive success in their business, and that's lead nurture. I'm going to go over the ins and outs of it, the risks involved in doing it wrong, and kind of go over how much it can really help your business grow. If you've been listening to the podcast for a while, you haven't yet done so, please pound that subscribe button. It really helps me grow. Guys, when it comes to success in real estate, it relies on your ability to nurture leads. Failure to properly maintain your leads is going to lead to a poor return on investment on your advertisements, which is going to lead to your failure. All of us get into real estate with the idea of this limitless earning potential. And so many of us think that the people we know are just going to know, like, trust, and buy a house through us. But that's not the truth. Whether it be Uncle Paul the lead or the Zillow lead that we don't yet know, we have to treat them all the same. We have to have a constant flow of positive value add type items going out to our lead funnel. If we don't, what ends up happening is another agent moves in, becomes front of mind, and then we see Uncle Paul, the lead, become Uncle Paul the buyer or Uncle Paul the seller with a different brand. Now, what happens often when that happens? Agents get all sorts of offended, right? They're like, how can my Uncle Paul do that to me? Like, why would he have chosen to go with another company? Well, the truth is, you got lazy in your game, you sat back and waited, and you hope that just everyone understands that they should use you. The truth is, everyone has busy lives. They have a lot to think about, right? They have all different things constantly going on. But what else are they getting? They're constantly getting advertised to. And just like I'm talking to you about, hey, this is how to nurture leads, your Uncle Paul is considered a lead by many other people than just you. Why? Because people know he's going to move. Your Uncle Paul has friends. He has other family members. He has other people that know people that are in real estate that may be interested in his business. I always say, half jokingly, half serious to agents, if you don't think things get serious in this business when it comes to money, turn on the murder mystery shows and you'll see somebody who will literally have been paid $5,000 to murder somebody and get away with it, right? But they don't get away with it. So now you got to think, if someone's willing to do something that crazy and wild, what are they willing to do for $15,000, $20,000 commission? That's right, folks. They're willing to outwork you, out-hustle you, out-commit you, out-everything you, including breaking the rules. So that means you as an agent needs to be elbows up. You need to be a strong-minded person. And you need to constantly be in front of people. Agents often make the mistake of not wanting to bother anyone. That mindset will leave your leads buying and selling homes with someone else. You're not bothering someone unless they tell you you're bothering them. You're adding value. If you don't know how to add value yet, I suggest that you take some time and think about what your average client looks like and what they really need. Is it a first-time homebuyer course? Is it to send them unique listings? Is it to help them get a pre-approval? Is it to educate them on how to sell a home? Is it to talk to them about professional photography? Is it about connecting them with the right different contractors so their goals can be met? The truth is, it's about listening to the individual lead. It's about understanding what those leads need and want. Top producers understand that the game is all about the person that you're working with. New agents, they love to post all their sold photos and talk all about their successes. But what they don't realize is they don't spend enough time into the fundamentals and the things that work. Top producers realize anyone who ever comes in contact with my brand, unless they tell me specifically to leave them alone, is now part of my sphere of influence, and I'm going to consistently market to them because within the next 10 to 20 years, they're probably going to buy or sell again, and it's going to be such a massive sum of money that it's certainly worth my follow-up on a multiple scale level where I'm adding value, adding certain elements of understanding to the homeownership process, and adding in those little nuggets to keep me front of mind when it comes to real estate, right? A lot of times we transition from one job into real estate, and this is a point where a lot of people fail. They fail to properly get out to their channels that no longer am I a plumber, or no longer am I a landscaper, or no longer do I do taxes. I now sell real estate. They think of you as the tax guy or the plumber that just so happens to sell real estate. By showing them that you're serious about it, you can get that plumber mentality out of the head and directly into real estate. Now, follow-up, how does it happen? Well, a lot of people think of follow-up only as like a phone call or a text directly to the person. Follow-up can consist of emails, it can consist of DMs, it can consist of comments, it can consist of liking people's posts, sending gifts. There are so many ways to follow up with people. Stop-bys, it's insane how many ways there are, right? And that's an important thing that the top producers understand is it's hitting people on all different levels. It may be a paid advertisement online. It may be a constant contact email. It may be a gift card in the mail. It may be a interaction directly with the buyer or seller alike on the phone. But that constant nurturing, that constant lead cycle is what leads to them converting the most amount of buyers and sellers. And typically, sellers take a lot of time and a lot of energy to looking into who are they going to sell their home with. Buyers, I'm not saying they don't do the same, but typically buyers are more willing to go online, go through a lead source like a Zillow where they end up meeting an agent they don't know, and they do a purchase based on who's local, who's responsive, and who can help them out. Sellers tend to know, like, and trust the people they sell their home with, or investigate them and see their signs elsewhere and follow up with the person. Now remember, when doing all of this, it's important to remember every single day you're on a job interview. So in nurturing leads, you're constantly adding that little bit of stream of value, you're doing thoughtful reach outs, and you're consistently looking of how you can up-level your clients. That way they know you're there to support them. You're not just there for the short game, you're there for the long run. If you really don't quite get that, you'll never stick with the people. So make sure it's more than just a sale. It's more than just a transaction. It's a lifetime of real estate together. And by having nurtured them for so long as a lead and staying consistent even when they're a client and treating them as if they're a lead after the purchase or sale is over, by consistently continuing to follow up with them, you're going to build a massive business. Guys, I hope this helps your business grow right away. Make sure to pound that subscribe button. Tell everyone else in real estate you know about it. If you haven't already done so, Thursdays, 4:30 p.m. live over on our YouTube channel. We go over all sorts of different subjects, have guest interviews, everything else. You can find it all also, Real Facts on realestate.com. Thanks again and have a great week.